Hi guys. So we are going to look macroeconomic variables. So first topic is national production. So it's a broad topic. It's very easy. It's a flow charts and the calculations calculations are mostly available there. So it's easy to understand for the accounting students. So in national production, we are going to learn what will be happen to the economy in a long run, right? It is called business cycle, trade cycle. Actually economy is run by the uh, private sector and the government sector and the foreign sector, right? Private sector is household sector, then firm sector, then government sector and the foreign sector. These four parties are involving in run the economy. So first, business cycle, we have to understand what is business cycle and what is meant by the trade cycle, right? Are the continual sequence of rapid growth in national income. Business cycle means economy, we have to see economy is growing in which stage. Economy is introduction stage is which stage, right? You have to understand that first. For example, take in 2010 to 2020, Sri Lanka is fast. Sri Lanka has recorded fast economic growth rate. It means after the war ended in 2009. From that point to after 10 years, more than 10 years or 15 years, we growing fastly. So we are developing, right? So we are in developing stage. So what about the before 2009? From 2005 to we started the war from 2005, right? We have the problem in 1983 or 1978, but until 2005 we are speaking peace talk, right? Peace talk with the that opposite, this LTT. But 2005, right, government decided to war against the LTT and started. So for that war we have more investment, more infrastructure damaged also. We have more money to invest in the war, to do the war. So we need the money from where? Money from inside. It means a local public. So we have increased our price level and take the money from money from within the country, right? And we took the loan from outside, right? We increased our import and we increased our outflows, inflows to economy. Then from that we spend most of the money for war, not for developing the country, right? Not for developing the infrastructure. Because of this war, our infrastructure also damaged, right? In many area infrastructure damage, transportation facilities damaged, buses are bombed and blasted, and trains also bombed and blasted, public people also bombed and blasted. So there are many problem. Health side expense also increased during those period 2005 to 2009, at least four years. Within a 4 years we finished the war, right? So on that period, what do you think? We are in the growing stage or introduction stage or depression stage or reducing stage? On that stage we are not growing, right? We have the growth until 2005 or until 2005 start the war. So when the war start, we have experienced reduction in our economic growth, our development. So we are in depression stage, right? So we are in depression and we touch the minimum point. On that point, Sri Lankan government and Sri Lankan business met the very minimum level of their inflows and outflows, very minimum level, right? So from that we have recovered. From 2009 to 2015, at least 5 to 6 years, we recovered and touched the maximum point in 2012. Economic growth, we fastly grown and touched the 9.1% growth. Then again we are growing, but not faster than the 2012. We are growing little, right? So we have to touch the boom point. we will see these technical words you can understand if you see the graph, right? It is not that much difficult. Just understand for long term, not a short term, for long term how economy is behaving. What is the behavior of the economy, whether we are recovering, whether we are growing, whether we have touched a maturity point. So peak point, so peak, it's called boom, right? Phase in the business cycle. For main purpose, business cycle can be distinguished: recession means reduction, right? So economic negative growth, right? Then recovery, right? Recovery means we have to, once the depression point touch, we have, depression is second one, right? Recovery, second depression point is we are zero in growth, does not growth anything. We have touched the point and we are still there, at least for 1 to 2 years we are not growing. No production also same as what we produced in last year. Development also, infrastructure in the country also same. If the Colombo port is there in 2012, 2009 Colombo port was there, in 2011 Colombo port was there, from 2012, right? Mattala airport and Hambantota harbour was there. So we are developed in 2011 2012, right? So increase the infrastructure. If not increase, we are in depression. We have to increase, right? We reduction. For Sri Lankan economy, this business cycle is very easy to apply, right? For the UK, for the France, for the Russia, that type of developed country, this business cycle is very difficult to apply because they have already recovered before 300 years or 400 years, before 1000 years. They found many things and they given to us. So they have already recovered. They have developed country. They are in a boom stage. Then they also facing some reduction in their employment, again recovering, some reduction, recovering, right? It's a very simple, no depression, no recession stage is there. But in Sri Lankan economy, most of the Asian countries, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, those type of countries still having the threat from the terrorist. Threat from the terrorist still does not have the financial stability. We are not financially stable. We are still have the more loan outside. So we have to ask whatever said by that loan giver, lenders. China has given a majority of loan to Sri Lanka. Middle East country has given more than the China's loan in Sri Lanka to the Sri Lanka. So they will say, we are giving this infrastructure to you. We are giving loan to build this infrastructure. From this infrastructure, these people should at least have the facility. So we have to ask their orders. Otherwise, they will not give the loan. It's happening. It's sometimes China saying we are constructing. We are giving loan. We are giving 400 million rupees loan to construct this mall. But for this construction, 80% of the employees for this construction purpose should be used from the Chinese. So Chinese in a China, we will have to import the Chinese also. We will have to pay the salary to them. So we taking the loan from China and building the infrastructure, but from the infrastructure building, the income is not coming to Sri Lankans. It's also going to China. Chinese companies agents there. We will contact them and we will bring the labors, right? It's not like we are interviewing, taking. There are Chinese agents there. They also have the agreement with the China government, right? So they will say, okay, we will give the 50 people from this in their country, this region. So region wise they will allocate their employment. So automatically Chinese people will get employment, fully employment automatically. That's why they are superpower in the world. So they financially stable. So with the finance, with the money, they are buying the employment, right? They are threatening the other countries and giving the loan and taking the employment. Because in China, most population is recorded in China. 140 or 150 crores Chinese population is there. So they don't have the employment within the country. They should go outside, right, to for the employment. So this is the way Chinese companies are doing. They coming the construction here right? China also, maybe Chinese government giving the loan to Sri Lanka, and also that's constructions also, that construction project also taken by the Chinese company. So for construction also, that we are taking the loan, and for the construction stage by stage, once the construction completed, we paying the money to again the Chinese company, again going to there. So they also paying the salary to Chinese people, right? Most of the construction companies in Sri Lanka and Colombo area, 80%, 70% employees are Chinese people. Uh, mm, that's why this infrastructure improvement should be there in the country, right? They are in the country in order to show we are developing, right? So based on that only our status will be shown. It's like this, we are moving on to the tourism industry, right? If you go into the tourism industry, our country should be attractive, our country should be marketplace for any consumption. For example, in the Thailand, people also coming to Sri Lanka. Chinese people also coming to Sri Lanka. Indian also coming to Sri Lanka. UK, France, USA people are mostly coming to Sri Lanka, right? So they need the consumption that is comfortable to them. If they want the food that is always they prefer, so that food should be provided from here. So how can you provide their foods? We have to hire the companies or restaurants from their country, right? Yeah. So we need to attract the tourists to come here. Otherwise, how can tourists comes, right? That's why infrastructure is important. When infrastructure comes, automatically development of the all the industry will impact, right? I'm not only saying infrastructure only important. In economy side, if we see our expense and productivity and the income, that should be increased, right? With the infrastructure, we will expense only. From the expense, we have to increase our revenue. We have to increase our tourism arrival, right? Otherwise, our business profits, right? Whatever doing the business, we have to make the money out of that, right? Then depression and boom. Recession tend to occur quickly. Recovery is typically a slow process. Recession tend to be occur quickly, which means if they are, for example, from 2019 April 21st, that Easter bomb was attacked in many churches and hotels, right? For that point, right, April, right, in May, 36 or 45,000 or 36,000 tourists only arrived in May. But in 2019 December, right, 2019 May, 36% or 36,000 or 45,000. I don't remember exact figure, but in 2019 December, tourism arrival is recorded 2 lakhs or 1,96,000. So increment from the April to December is 538%, right? 538% we suddenly reduced. Suddenly within the 1 month we reduced. So recession tends to be occur quickly, speed. But recovery should be of the 6 months to recover. 9 months to recover. 215, because I am saying this is a recovery, because in 2018 December and 2018 April growth rate is only 20%. 2018 April tourism arrivals 1,40,000 or 1,50,000. So 2018 December, I can give you the correct figure. 2018 December it was 2,45,000 or something. So it is growing from April 2018 to December 2018 is very little, 20% or 25% increase. But from 2019 April to 2019 December, recovery was very fast, because Sri Lankan government has intervened to the industries. So many industry, restaurants, hotel industry, many VAT has been reduced. So intervened and given more grants to, in terms of benefit and in terms of money, and quickly try to increase the tourism as much as possible. They given the 70% discount. So that 70% discount given by the government to hotels, hotel giving the 70% discount to tourism industry, right? We did a research on the what happened to tourism industry after the Easter bomb attack. We did that and we found the real impact of the Easter attack. That attack does not have any impact after 6 months. It was fully recovered. Sri Lankan government fully recovered by the within that 9 months. So sorry, not 6 months. It's a 9 month. In 2018, December, in 2018 April 1,80,429, right? But in December 2,53,169. So growth rate is 40%, right? 40% growth rate from April to December 2018. But in December, in 2019, month of May, tourism arrival is 37,802, right? Very less, right? In March it was recorded 2,44,000, in April 1,66,000, and May sudden reduction in 37,000, 77% reduction, right? 77% reduction from the current level. It means the previous month, from the April, right? So from the April, May 37,000, June 63,000, July 1,50,000, 15,000, August 1,43,000, and September 1,08,000, October 1,18,000, November 1,76,000, December 2,41,000. So up to the 2,41,000, right, in December. So growth rate is 539%. 539%, very fast. 2,41,000 in December 2019. 2,53,000 in 2018 December, right? It means only 12,000 different from last year and this year. It's not a big impact, right? So government has started to given many discounts, right? Many discounts. Government has imposed the hotels and restaurants to, if there are any problem, if there are any problem to close your business, don't close, please talk with us. And if they are meeting and talking and they say the problem, sometime in I don't like to say the name of that resort. The resort is located in the Sigiriya, right? Sigiriya and they are Anuradhapur, they are that area. So that area, they told me, right? I have an interview with the that general manager finance. He told May after the April Easter bomb attack 21st to 30th day, zero occupancy. No tourist was there in their hotel. No bookings. May also zero occupancy. 2-3 bookings was there. It was because they introduced the discount price for the countries, discount price for the subsidiary companies. That period, that that in a group companies, there are in a group companies, staff trip are mostly welcome in this period. So price also reduction. So subsidiary company, if in your office, if your company decided to bring you all to the trip, so they will decide and go to the place. That place also will be the one of the sister company for our company. It means it is come under one umbrella. So they will spend the trip money to again a sister company. It is automatically going to the group, right? That is a group company's techniques. That's why products diversification, industry diversification is followed by the company, because one time if you are a say if you are a dairy company, milk powder company, right, milk powder company, or you are producing the wheat flour or milk powder, say, so we are producing wheat flour and milk powder and we sell to another person. So wheat flour and milk powder may be needed by the restaurants. So we started the business for milk powder manufacturing and the wheat flour manufacturing. Also we started the business for the restaurant, right, restaurant for restaurants on the milk to make the tea to use for their foods, right. Wheat flour also they didn't, so we start, so we producing and sell to our person, right. So sales and production will automatically come to our company. So our company so our spending are coming to automatically group. So I don't need to, so this restaurant company management does not want to spend money to outside and buying the wheat flour. So money gone to outside, out of the group. So if we spend to the our sister company, this money come to automatically our parent company. That's why in this April to December period, so companies are so urged and hurry to bring their staff to the trip. There are many office trip was gone in these periods. So they from this 9 months period, mainly in May and June, they introduce more discounts and they reduce the price and less expense. It's the strategy. So recovery is very difficult. We have to implement many strategies. But recession is very simple. One bomb is enough to finish the tourism industry, right? One war is enough to finish our economy, right? That's why recovery is a typically slow process, right? This is a long term business cycle, right? Output is in x-axis and y-axis, and time is in x-axis. Once the I will show you the recession from A to B. This period is recession period. So recession period, businesses profits and infrastructure improvement, goods or services production all are reduced, automatically reduced. Our savings also reduced. So no economic growth, right? Once they touch the B point, that is depression. That is a minimum point in the economy. If you go behind to this depression, it means, for example, if your exam call, what is the possible action in order to go this point further from year to year. For example, for year to year, right? Take like this. So again go. So we already touched the depression point. But if our infrastructure, right, everything is there, but we touched the minimum point. What we have is have, but no growth. From that, if the war is happened and that infrastructure is destroyed, we will reduce, right? Maybe this point may be the depression point in the previous years. So after the war, it may be reduced. For example, take you forgot about this. For example, take 1990. This may be 1990. For example, this is 1990. It's 1990. In 1990, right? From 1919 to say we touched the maximum point on the 2005, right? For otherwise take like this 1990. We take the maximum point here. Maximum point maybe here 2000 or something. So from 2003 to 2005, we were meeting many bad behavior from the LTT. So Sri Lankan government has the dissatisfaction. We are on one side we are doing peace talk, right? But other side we are peace talk and war. So LTT also did same thing. They also peace talking and they warred in another place. So we both have not their agreement correctly, right? Broke their agreement and doing a war, but just talking we are doing the peace talk, but actually they are doing the war, right? It was touched in this point. For example, take so dispression maybe this point. From 2005 onwards, our infrastructure was damaged. Many their infrastructure also our infrastructure. In Jaffna side, they have the infrastructure. That infrastructure was the country's infrastructure, right? So country's infrastructure will be destroyed. From that point, our infrastructure reduced, they again reduce. If we again touch the depression point, mean if we recovering is start, it means we are in recover. We have already touched the depression point. If we again going beyond this point, we assuming again some work came and our infrastructure and our employment, our public have been killed, all been destroyed. So reduction in the resources. Reduction in the resources will give you the more reduction in the our economic life. So this business cycle will say that simply if you understand this business cycle, please learn in this way. Don't take all the production and don't take all the examples. Take the simple example, take the meaning. After that, try to apply to the complex area, right? In mock exam, I will give you the at least 2 mock exam. I will do the at least 2 mock exam, and I will give you the another 3rd mock exam also. At least I will discuss at least 1 mock exam. At least I will try to discuss a 2 mock exam, but I will share all the answers, right? Don't worry. At least maximum I will do at least 2 mock exam, right? If I have the time, I will do the 3 mock exam. Don't worry about it. Then complex area will be easily understand. So take the understanding in simple way. I always saying take the simple example to understand the things, right? Otherwise, next you will think about the tourism industry, about the tea industry. What about the business cycle? If you take the one industry here, if you take the tea plantation, where we are now, where we touch the maximum point, boom point. We already touched the boom point, and we again reducing because for deforesting is there. So many up country, they are deforesting and they are building a plant different business infrastructure, right? If the place is good for this water resource, we will remove all the tea plant and we start the water resource, and bottled water will be sell. So that is also business. So some industry will be reduced and some industry will increase if the new technology comes. That is happening. We can apply to any business, any industry, or otherwise we can apply to the whole economy also. So this is business cycle diagram is used for that, right? Take this recession period from year to year, right? Recession period. So this is depression. We touched the main point from year to recovery, right? So recession maybe it's like this. It's like a curve, but it may be flat, right? That's why it's assuming it's maybe flat, right? So from here we recovery, right? From here recovery we touch the boom. So peak point, maximum point. Again we will be in the different. We will grow slowly, or we will in the same place, right? At point A, economy is entering a recession. In the recession phase, consumer demand falls and many investment projects already undertaken begin to low unprofitable. Order will be cut, inventory levels will be reduced, and business failure occur as firms in then are unable to sell their goods. So that industry, this business cycle will be applied to one company also, all the whole industry, all the economy. It can be applied to the one house also. In your house also you can start, right? If your father only working, right, you have the father's income only. If you also working, your income also increase. If your father lose the business, you will again recession. Your income will be reduced, and only your income that will be touch the depression point. If your brother sister will start the work, so again you recovering, touch the boom point, right? If you have the children, right, and they also start to work, again you recovering from that point. That is right. This explanation is given. So I will read the last sentence. Eventually, in the absence of stimulants, aggregate demand, a period of full depression set in, and the economy will reach point B. Right. So explanation is given. So very important notes to remember. This may be asked in MCQ, but you can answer easily. I'm just point out the key points from that business cycle diagram. So recovery period is higher than the recession period. So recession quickly within one bomb we reduced our economy, but recession takes at least 1 year, at least 9 months. So recession is shorter than the recovery period. The period from one point to another point called business cycle length and width. Right? Point to point, that is called width. Business cycle width length. Right? These are technical words. You have to remember this. Business cycle length width. Right? Then in long term economy can be recovery or recession. In long term also recession can be happen, recovery can be happen. Right? Okay, so I will start from this point in this point. Thank you very much and good luck.